I.S.U.P.K.
And with the M-rods.
And with the M-rods, what is the M-rods? Hemorrhoids and goiters and all types of stuff like that. Black men, black Hispanics and Native Indians with, what was that, they call it keloids and all of that. You know, you ever notice some get their ears pierced and get these big old huge knots right there on their ear? And then, you know, right, bumps, yeah, what they call that? They call it like goiters or something like that with the bumps, yeah. But they get it on the genital parts and all of that. That's biblically called M-rods right there.
They don't understand what that means.
Right along with hemorrhoids, all of that, because we eating foods and everything that's not feeding us. Right. It don't have nutritional value to it. We eating pork that's real hard for the system to digest. Go ahead.
And with the scab.
Right. Shrimp, lobster, which ain't nothing but a sea roach. Those are sea roaches right there. Those are sea, you know, they clean up the sea just like a roach cleans the earth.
Yeah, like chicken.
Right, well, chicken is actually a clean animal. You know, chicken, with the Bible, when you go to Leviticus, it tells which animals are clean and which animals unclean. And you also got to go by its kind, too.
Right.
You know, it's kind. Like, say, for instance, when it says the hawk is unclean, that means every variation of the hawk is unclean also. So even the stuff that's not mentioned in there.
The way their legs is deteriorating.
Right. What a hawk is a predatory bird. He kills to eat. And so now if you run across a bird that you don't know what it even is, it's not mentioned in the Bible, yeah, you look at what it does. You look at its habits. If it eats and it kills or it eats what's already dead, you already know that's unclean for us to eat. Your chicken, his natural food is green. You see what I'm saying? Just like a pigeon, its natural food is grain. Any bird that eats grain as their natural food is clean to eat because you can eat grain. You know what I'm saying? We can eat what they call pulse in the Bible. That's what Daniel and them ate. Go ahead.
And with the scab.
And with the scab. Go ahead.
And with the itch.
And with the itch. These are plagues right here. The leprosy, the stuff that, the scratching of the skin, the psoriasis, and all of that kind of stuff, Right, like in the jail systems, a lot of people get their skin messed up because the skin needs vitamin D. Vitamin D comes from the sun. So what they use our melanin against us inside the jail system. They use the melanin just like when they out and they get melanoma from the sunlight. We catch diseases behind lack of sunlight. You see what I'm saying? That's why they love having us in jail. Go ahead.
And they suck off our energy.
Wherefore thou canst not be healed.
Right, for what we cannot be healed because we stand in this situation, we keep going to jails. You know what I'm saying? They keep us in the system. They create situations to where we're pressured to do crimes just to survive, just to eat. And when we do it, we go to jail.
Verse 28. The Most High shall smite thee with madness.
That's why I was just talking about, a lot of brothers walk up and down the street half crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the madness right there. The Most High. And also, too, I'll tell you another place where the madness is at. Inside that Christian church. You know, inside that Christian church, that's ground zero for madness right there. That's like the core of madness. Right. That's right. So when you go inside the Christian church, what do they teach you? They teach you singing and dancing.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They teach you to eat pork. They teach you, to stay, that God forgives you for whatever it is that you're doing and how many times you do it or whatever, right? So now,
all equal.
we're not equal. Right, we're not equal. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians was made to be above everyone else. You see what I'm saying? But when we in sin, that puts everybody above us. You see what I'm saying? That's how it goes. Go ahead.
And blindness and astonishment of heart.
Blindness and astonishment of heart. That's astonishment means a pitiful amazement. Like, man, why is this happening to us? Like, we just can't understand why is this happening. And that's one of the things that drives people mad also. Go ahead.
And thou shalt grope at noonday, and the blind gropeth.
So we will grope at noonday and at noontime like the blind gropeth at night. You see what I'm saying? We go not understanding. We go out to get a job. We don't know where to go. Because, we thinking, well, should I go to fast food? Should I go this factory right here? Well, I was just treated real bad yesterday, so I don't know where the hell I'm going to go for employment. Now, if we had our own stuff and we was keeping the law, statutes, commandments, we'd have our own businesses and we'd know exactly where to go.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Everybody else know exactly where to go. The Africans know where to go. The Arabs know exactly where to go. They need employment. Everybody else know we gotta go out among everybody else that owns every damn thing. Right. So, and also too, we grope in the noonday because we go what would they Christian church have there with that 1 o'clock service? They have that 1 o'clock service, and we sat there, we know that this church ain't right. All right, so now we thinking, which church should I go to? What religion should I get into? There goes the Muslim temple right there. Should I go inside it and see what's going on in there? Or there's a Baptist church. Well, I ain't never been inside that. Seventh-day Adventist. We groping at the noonday as a blind groping. Go ahead. We're trying to feel our way around. That's what we're doing. Go ahead.
And thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness.
Right, as the blind grope in the darkness. Go ahead.
And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
This is the reason why we stay stuck at 1% of the wealth in America. And we've been here longer than majority of the people that's in America. But we stay stuck at 1% of the wealth. 1%. And they only give us that 1% just so they can sit there and put that few that got that wealth, that 1%, and put the spotlight on them and say, see, look, they're doing it. Why can't you? See, look. When that 1% is actually done by design. It's done by design. Go ahead.
And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore.
And we should be only oppressed and spoiled. What does that spoiling mean? That spoil means every other race will rob us. That's what that means. We'll be robbed of all of our resources, all the resources that's supposed to benefit us and our children and our children's children will be used to benefit someone else. The oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. He opens up the floodgates for everybody else to come in and to get rich and to feast off of us. Go ahead.
And no man shall save thee.
And no man shall save thee. Many men tried. Nat Turner tried. It was Marcus Garvey tried, and many others tried, but they've all failed because they don't know the reason why we in this condition. Go ahead.
Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her.
This happens all the time. This wasn't only something that happened in slavery. It happens now. You know what I'm saying? Look at how many black men that have wives who was sleeping with somebody while before them two got married. They were together 2 years. She was still screwing her ex. You know what I'm saying? She was still having her ex, and then he had a wedding. He done spent all this money on this wedding ring. He done had a hell of a goddamn wedding. And she been sitting there having her back blown out the whole damn time. Well, and she was using the fact that ain't no ring on this finger. We ain't married. I can do whatever I want to do. We ain't married. And then now he's like a sucker. He done sat there and bow down, and then we had to marry this damn woman. She's still screwing her ex any damn way. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, and she got her work husband. You know what I'm saying? Her work husband. The dude that rub on her booty on the line at work. You know what I'm saying? And she's still getting down with him too. You know what I'm saying? And then she made that black man into the sucker to marry her. You know, she's for the streets. As niggas say nowadays, that woman belonged to the streets. And he done slapped the ring on her damn finger. And they made her his wife. Go ahead.
Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein.
We build every race a house. We establish their houses, and we build houses literally. We build houses. We build them construction companies and them construction businesses, building houses that we're never going to live in. Building somebody else's house. You know what I'm saying? Look at the Mexicans. The Mexicans is real heavy in construction. How many of those nice houses are they living in? You see what I'm saying? They're not living in them nice houses that they build. And if they are living in them, they only living in them until they get kicked out of it. You know, then it belongs to the bank. Right. Go ahead.
Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof.
What is a vineyard for? It's for grapes, and grapes is for wine. And wine represents joy. You see what I'm saying? Wine represents joy, and it's also literal because California is known for wine. And California has some of all the tribes in it, and who they got picking them grapes. What are Carlos Rossi? You know what I'm saying? South America is known real big for wine too. Who's down there? The 10 tribes down there picking the grapes, mashing the grapes, making the wine. While some white man, some Spaniard face is on the damn bottom. Right. You see what I'm saying? The oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 31. Thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes.
Didn't this happen to the Native American Indians while everybody running around trying to say that the Native Indians ain't Israelites?
Right.
Read that curse again.
Thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes.
This was one of the most famous curses that was upon the Native American Indians. They made that one of the poster curses right there. Go ahead. Read it again.
Thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes.
What is a buffalo? What animal category does it fall under? It falls under the category of the ox. Right? The buffalo, have 40,000 buffaloes were slaughtered. Tell me again that the Native Indians ain't Israelites.
Right.
Tell me that. Tell me that right there. They fit these curses in the Bible, every one of them. Right. And the I.S.U.P.K has the history to line it up to show you curse by curse how they fit these curses and how that they're Israelites. Right. This is the identity right here. This is the identifier. This Bible is the identifier of who the Lord's people is. Read that right there. Why they run around talking about it's a white man's book? If it's a white man's book, then why ain't the prophets white?
Right.
Why are they described as black men in the Bible? Why is that? Why in Acts 13 is one called Niger? Right. Niger means black.
Right.
How the hell you gonna call a white man black? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Hey, brother, there's free food over there.
And thou shalt not eat thereof.
Yep.
Thine ass shall be violently taken away from before thy face.
Those sheep back.
Right.
We get our stuff taken. Who fights for us? Who fights so we get our stuff taken back? Nobody. We get our stuff talking. We get our stuff taken. We start singing, "We shall overcome." That's the most fight that we have in us at that time. You know what I'm saying? Read that again.
Would you like to fly? Yeah, sure. I got two.
Thy sheep shall be given into thine enemies.
All right, and this
Our sheep given unto our enemy. Also, what does a sheep produce? It produces wool. You see what I'm saying? It produces wool. What do you do with wool? You make clothing out of the wool. What happens to every black clothing business in America? Think about it. What do they do with it? What do they end up buying us out of it or taking it from us? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians end up selling the business. Oh,
yep. Hey, appreciate it, brother. Yep. Appreciate it, yeah.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you know, what do? They take it, they buy it from us, and we'll sell it because we know that we have no strength to fight against it. Right. So we go ahead and just take that little money, catch our little cut or whatever, and then just go on about our business.
That's right.
And they sit there and take the damn company and make millions upon millions off of it. Go ahead.
And thou shalt have none to rescue them. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given into another people.
CPS, Child Protective Services.
Right.
They was doing it, slavery. They would take the children and sell them to somebody. Nowadays, Child Protective Service take them and sell them, tell them to sell them. What do? They also kidnap the children. They kidnap them, put them in the sex trade, put them in the private slavery, private plantations, all kind of stuff like that. Go ahead.
And thine eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the day long.
We see this in every slave movie. Every slave movie right there. They take the child and the mother just sits there with the blank look on her face and with the sad eyes, and she watches her child being sold somewhere in Virginia. You see what I'm saying? Being taken to Virginia somewhere on some plantation. And she in Kentucky, not knowing if she'll ever see that child again. Go ahead.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
No strength in our hand. We just have to let it happen. Go ahead.
The fruit of thy land and all thy labor shall the nation which thou knowest not eat up.
What does it mean? A nation that we know is not, a nation that we have no covenant or no brotherhood with at all. We'll go ahead and take everything that we got. Go ahead.
And thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always.
And that we will be oppressed and crushed always. This is the condition that we in. This is why we've been here 400 years. And everything that we have seemed to be taken more and more and more and more from us. We was under these curses 100 years ago, but now we have way less than what we had then. See what I'm saying? We have the I.S.U.P.K coming out of 1 West on the 25th Street, Harlem, New York, on the commanding journey YAHANNA.
Nobody tell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it works out.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, for this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord?